Hey everyone, hi, welcome or welcome back to my channel. Today I am going to be giving a very brief history of the beloved children's classic Goodnight Moon, written by Margaret Wise Brown and illustrated by Clement Hurd. If you are new to my channel, then hi, welcome. I love talking about books and reading, and one of my favorite things is children's literature. If you like that vibe, I would encourage you to subscribe. And without any further rambling on, let's go ahead and get into the meat of this video. Goodnight Moon is a timeless children's book that has enchanted generations of young readers since its publication in 1947. Its simple yet captivating storyline and soothing rhythm has made it a beloved bedtime classic. Goodnight Moon was written by Margaret Wise Brown, a prolific author of children's literature, and illustrated by Clement Hurd, a talented artist known for his distinctive style. Brown had a unique approach to writing children's books. She was influenced by the modernists like Virginia Woolf. Her books often focus on the small details of everyday life and the wonder that can be found in the world around us. Goodnight Moon is a perfect example of her ability to capture the magic of the ordinary. As reflected in Brown's work, she believed children preferred stories about everyday topics rather than fantasies. And so the idea for Goodnight Moon reportedly came to Brown one night as she was lying in bed, unable to sleep. She began to think about things in her room and how they might come to life in the imagination of a child. This inspiration led her to create the simple yet captivating narrative of a young bunny saying goodnight to everything in his room before drifting off to sleep. Brown's text for Goodnight Moon is beautifully simple, with rhythmic patterns and repetitive phrases that make it perfect for reading aloud to young children. The book follows the bunny as he says goodnight to various objects in his room, from the familiar, the mittens and the kittens, to the whimsical, the cow jumping over the moon. Each page is accompanied by Hurd's charming illustrations, which bring the bunny's world to life in vivid detail. The decision about the characters in Goodnight Moon being depicted as rabbits was because Hurd was better at drawing rabbits than humans. It was later reported in 1983 that the book was going to be published with pseudonyms for both Brown and Hurd. Brown was going to publish under the pseudonym Memory Ambrose, and Hurd was going to be published under the name Hurricane Jones. When Goodnight Moon was first published, it received mixed reviews from critics, most notably from someone named Carol Moore. She was the head children's librarian for the New York Public Library and a tastemaker or influential individual in the children's book industry. Moore considered the book overly sentimental and actually banned Goodnight Moon from the New York Public Library. The book was finally stocked at the New York Public Library shelves in 1972 upon its 25th anniversary of its publication. Surprisingly, Goodnight Moon wasn't a bestseller right away. Maybe this is because of Carol Moore's criticism or because of other factors. It didn't become a bestseller until the post-World War II baby boom years. Annual sales actually grew from a meager 1,500 copies in 1953 to almost 20,000 copies in 1970. It wasn't until 2004 that the book was selling 800,000 copies annually, and by 2017, cumulatively, the book has sold about 48 million copies. Sadly, Margaret Wise Brown passed away in 1952, which means she never saw the success of her beloved book. The enduring popularity of Goodnight Moon can be attributed to its timeless appeal and universal themes of comfort, routine, and the bond between parent and child. Its simple yet profound message that saying goodnight is a comforting ritual that helps us feel safe, secure, and resonates with readers of all ages.